Hello and welcome to another episode of Bushcraft Dave, doing some back garden cooking that I definitely think, if this works, this is one that we can take when we do a family camp. I don't think it's a backpacking camp really because of the amount of gear that you need, but I'm going to be making pizza, like a calzone pizza roll in my Omnia oven, which I've only used once on a perishingly cold day when I didn't really know what I was doing because I didn't have my new gadget. My little tiny addition to the Omnia oven is an Omnia thermometer. This could absolutely change my outdoor cooking experience. So, we'll give this a whirl, we'll get cooking, let's make some pizzas. So I've got my Omnia oven and I'm using the Trangia 27 base to be able to support the stove. So let's get set up. Okay. So to try and explain the Omnia oven to those who've not seen one before, let me try and explain it. So let me get this out of the bag. So this is the Omnia oven. It's a fantastic bit of kit. Lidded inside there. You've got a donut shape that you can use to cook all sorts of stuff. So there's three parts to this. You've got the lid, which has got the little holes in the side, which we're going to be able to use to put the thermometer in a second. We've got the donut shaped main body of it, which we can use to do all sorts of oveny stuff in. And then a little sort of a warming tray for at the bottom. Now what that does is it protects the base of this from getting direct heat, but does keep the heat in. So all the heat goes through the bottom, heats up the underside, and then the air is captured through this hole from the lid and returned down into it. So the whole little system, absolutely fantastic. And we'll just sit that on top of the Trangia. I'll get the legs out. So let's have a look at the little thermometer then. I think it was maybe about £20, something like that. Ish. I think you might be able to get it a bit cheaper, but £20. We've got the centigrade and we've got the Fahrenheit. So I want to set this oven to about 200 degrees centigrade. What will that be? 400 Fahrenheit, something like that. Just so I can cook the pizza. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we get inside our little box. Little instruction leaflet, and then we get our little thermometer. Come on, come on. There you go. Fabulous. It's like a little probe. So what's quite cool is that we'll put that through, and then on the other side of it we'll tighten this bolt on so it won't come off. So let's have a look. Doesn't matter which hole, does it? They're all equidistant. I'm going to go through the hole that says Omnia at the front. So we'll stick that on. Sits quite nice and flush onto there. Put that on. And then we'll just tighten that in place. Excellent. Right. Well, we'll certainly see how that works. Well, it's made it very heavy, that end of the head of the thing. Anyway, let's go on. I've got the thermometer gauge there, so I should be able to see when that reaches 200. When it does, we're good to start putting the pizza in. Right, well, we'll heat this thing up. I'm going to go and make the pizzas. Right, so I've got my ingredients ready to make my pizza. I've got some ready rolled pizza dough. We can roll it out a little bit thinner, I'm sure, which is why I brought my rolling pin. I've got some passata to spread on the top, and just a bag of mixed mozzarella and cheddar cheese. and some pepperoni. We're going to go super simple for this first attempt at doing this. If it works, then we can go with all sorts of radical ideas for what this pizza is going to look like. And rather than leave the pizza open inside the oven, I'm just going to roll it up, make it into a sausage shape, effectively. That means that it can go round the donut. I'll make 2 of these, I think, so that they'll fill both sides of it. Right, we've got just some bog standard passata. I'm sure that we should have something a bit more interesting and exciting than that, but it's just about keeping it simple today. That's probably way more than we need. Okay, just some cheese. Let's get in with that. Who knows what's the right amount? Whatever feels right. She can't go anywhere else, can she?
She doesn't go in there.
She was having a look. Right. I mean, it would be cool to go on here with some freshly chopped onions and some anchovies and all sorts, make something interesting, but I think we need to see if it works first, don't we? What temperature is it on now? Oh, we're getting close to 200. It's probably about 180 at the minute.
We've only taken like normal oven times.
Yeah. And I've not even got it on full. I've not put the heating on full whack. Right, just some standard pepperoni. Let's make it lovely and meaty. Let's get plenty on there. So one of the things I'm not sure about that I want to do, this is where we'll see what happens, is I was not sure whether about sealing the ends. I think when we fold over, the only thing I'm going to be able to do is really seal between them, is what I'm going to be bothered about. So let's do that. Let's seal over. Press that down properly in a minute. And then we'll come over the other side as well. And then I'll just chop it in half. What I was bothered about really was this bit in the middle being nice and sealed. So I'm going to cut down that to make my 2 calzones. Right, shall we go and stick it in? Right, we are at, oh, we're above 200 now. It's about 220. Right, lid off. Let's try and get these pizzas in one piece. Let's whip. Let's see what happens, I mean, I have a feeling the pizza will probably stick, but we'll soon find out. Come back in a moment. Right, it's been about 12 minutes. I'm just going to check on it and see how it's doing. Well, it's looking and smelling delicious, but you can still see some of the pizza dough is a bit raw in places. I'll definitely need to give it some more time. Right, let's have one last look, see what we think. Oh, that's looking a good colour. Yeah, I reckon that's not bad. Yeah, I like the look of that. Let's get that out and give it a try. Oh, that is hot. That is hot. That's hot for the plastic. That's instantly gonna have left a ring of hot melted plastic. Take two with a wooden chopping board.
Penny.
Oh yeah.
Penny. Come here.
Right. Now what I'd like to be able to do is turn it out. Look at that. Now it had initially stuck to the sides, but as it sort of shrunk and cooked, it isn't anymore, but hopefully... Nice! Donut pizza. Oh, with all the fat from the pepperoni oozing out. Oh. Ooh. Hot. There's quite a lot of space in it. Right, we need to let this cool down because this is stupidly hot. I'll cut some slices out of it. So we've got the nice rolly bit where our bread's all rolled up. Got some nice crispy stuff. And the cheese and the pepperoni. Can you see me through it? Ooh, yeah. Right. I'm not even kidding. Right, this is lovely stuff. Well, I can highly recommend it. So in the end, when I first put the pizza in, the temperature was up to 200, over 200 degrees centigrade. But then once I put the pizza dough in, without filling everything in it, once I put the pizza in, the temperature kind of struggled to get above 150 centigrade. So I cooked it for quite a while. We cooked it for about 30 minutes. But the bottom you can see has got nice and toasty and golden. I think all the oil and stuff that dropped out of the pepperoni worked wonderful. The pizza dough is definitely cooked through, which is great. I'm really glad I got that Omnia thermometer, because I've got some other ideas of things I want to do in it. Thank you for joining me. Dinner time for us. We'll see you in the next. Just realised you could use that. No.